Thank you for coming to another Mitchell's Minutes. I thought we would show you a little bit of the look of the house on the way back from the barn. And as you can see behind me, we have an outhouse. That's a frame of actually not a shed. It's going to be an outhouse. Maybe the biggest, firmest outhouse you have ever seen. And we'll get a clip of that in the future because we've already started like the process of making a film for that. So anyway, but as you come, you can see we've got all these projects here undone. I'm sorry, I'm not talking to the camera. We have all these undone projects, and that's kind of the way I roll because I just have so many children. I start a project and then we work on it as we have time and money. So as you come out, this would be right around here, the chicken yard. But we kind of have been butchering the chickens over the past fall because we just didn't want to feed them a lot of feed. Because chicken eggs, listen to this, in the USA right now, in southern Missouri at Aldi, 44 cents a dozen. That's never been that cheap in my whole entire life. So anyway, it's a wonderful thing. To our right, we have our wild, unkept vineyard. Which this is an example lived out of what the Bible talks about, an unkept vineyard. But it's not because we're trying to be sluggards, it's just because we've got so much going on. But anyways, one project we have this winter is we're going to take this fence out and we're going to run wire, and I'm going to really come in here with my snippers, the sword in which I have turned into a pruning hook, and I'm going to cut a whole bunch of these branches off, get this cleaned out, and hopefully we'll have some good grapes next year. And we have 2 apple trees right here, one to my right towards the barn and one to the left. And these both are trees that are called Gold Rush. They make this great apple that will last for 9 my camera lady is cold as my dear wife. 9 months in storage. And so what we'd like to do if we go and be missionaries somewhere ever, we would like to take or get permission from whatever government we're at and get permission to grow these, because they'll grow really fast, really good, and really strong, and they produce this great yellowish apple with this red blush around it, and that tastes so good. Okay, so on the way back here, what we're going to have here is we're going to raise this up with gravel, and we're going to move this dirt back along the side here of the outhouse foundation. This will be done, and then we're going to plant some trees around here. So from the road, you'll come down and there will be trees that will grow up and hide the outhouse smell, if there is any, and then it'll look really beautiful. So now we're heading back up towards the house.
You have some chicken feathers on your shoulder. Here, let me help you.
I may have something else.
No, don't say anything else.
Top of my hat. What we have here to the right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 trees on this side of the fence, and these are all Asian pear trees. Asian pears are a pear that is kind of round, circular, and they're very hard, not like the European pears. Asian pears are hard and crispy and very juicy. And we have winter work to do on them, like we need to prune them, we need to pull the weeds, we need to put leaves and mulch down, because we try to do it in a holistic way. And we want to redo our fences. We've got so many projects going on here. So here's the house, and here is one of my favorite trees, and it produces one of my least favorite apples, but I like the apples from this tree because I like this tree so much. And they are called Red Delicious. And so they grow off of these spurs, and sometimes we'll talk in the future about apples and how to grow an apple tree. But anyways, this is my good tree, and it's got some sort of a fungus on it. So we're gonna come out here and try to clean that up sometime. Today in southern Missouri, it is actually cold. We're at probably 24 degrees, which is a very rare thing here. Like you can see, probably the camera is shaking because Margot is so cold. She's got a nice coat on and so on and so forth. But so praise the Lord. January 4th, we actually are in a winter mode in southern Missouri. So anyways, God bless you. Remember, the way is narrow and difficult that leads to life. The way is broad and difficult. Wait a second. The way is broad and wide that leads to death and destruction. And the only way to find true life is to find peace in the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords and follow Jesus in his kingdom. And he's calling you to enter in. So for Mitchell's Minutes, this is Steve Mitchell saying goodbye. Bye-bye.